everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Bengals going up against the Browns. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Tonight, we'll have the final two games of this kickoff weekend, and we begin with a great one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin. And here's a look at the starting offense. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Come on, Ohio!
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense.
Here we go! 38!
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
This is a giant. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's 2nd and 7. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league, especially as a runner. And he's given us no reason to change our minds. That's a big-time run, and the production that he showed us in college is translating very well into the National Football League.
Here we go!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Browns are going to have a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. He'll look to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Dalton now, the pass. Going to throw right side here, complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did. And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. 3rd down from the gun. Dalton. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
In motion right comes Gordon. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They come out here in the eye. They run with Ajayi. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd down, Dalton. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver from 3 yards out. And the Bengals have taken the lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
Certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you and I were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Gronkowski, slot left.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Ohio, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Come on, let's go.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
4 down. Come on, let's go. 38.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Let's go. Flex round.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So they're operating in the red zone. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Now, that was kind of interesting. It appears this coaching staff really trusts this rookie early in his career. They want to get him a touchdown here in his NFL debut.
Second down following the run. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Here we go. What? Nothing. What? Nothing. Flex round. Flex round.
Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly, worked his way inside, and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now a toss play. It's a jive. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver is got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Second down and 4. They come out here in the eye. And it'll be Dalton again. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Zebra. Switch.
Shift together here from the D-line. And a big tight end shifting around. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Here's Dalton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there. And both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. It's second down. Dalton looking. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Ohio, here we go. 1,
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go. Flex round, flex round. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Flex round, flex round.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting to run.
380.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Their D gets the INT now, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Third and long. What will Dalton dial up? And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it, but was not in bounds. Incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken at around the 40. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Gronkowski, slot left.
Here we come.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Pushes over him.
Now that's just not right.
Trotty! And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And that one results in 35 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody that has that ability, they want them on their team.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll start out on the ground with a J. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The tight end in motion right. They'll come out in the pistol. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Here's Dalton. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. This will be Dalton again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And tough go. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Third down from the gun. Dalton caught. Eifert over the middle. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And look at this. It's a fake. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Buying time to his left. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come up in an offset eye.
Come on, let's go. What? Nothing. Flex round.
Second and goal from the one. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal.
Let's go.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2.
Here we go. What?
They'll try and throw for it. Steps away to his left. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Ajayi. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, passing it. Dalton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Dalton. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. And, partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover.